Hello everybody, the Destroyer here, and welcome back to another cast of The Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth 2, patch 1.08. Today we have a 2v2 on Udun. Alright, so let's get into it. We have our first player, SilverBane, as the Goblins in the bottom right. And his ally for this match is the Rebel, also Goblins. The opposing team, we have ThorinOK as Men of the West. And his ally is the Gluten, which is Dwarves. So we got Dwarves and men versus two Gobs. Goblins. Cool. So, we'll see who wins out, of course. If I had to bet, I would bet on... good versus evil. You gotta bet on evil, right? I always bet on evil. Who knows? I couldn't actually tell you, to be honest. The only player I think I've seen play in this match is not SilverBane. I might have seen SilverBane, but I don't remember. Is Gluten, honestly. And I can't remember if he's any good or not. I think he's pretty good. But we'll see. Hopefully this match is pretty good to watch. It was recommended to me to cast, so I would hope it's not a terrible game. And we are going with an archery range start. Unusual. But maybe it's not. Anyway, it should be pretty good. He'll get some axe swords, I'd imagine, as a starting unit. So Gluten will have that going for him, and his ally Thorin is going for a stables. So he'll be getting Gondor Knights out in the field fairly quickly, I'd imagine, as well. Unless he's going for Rohirrim, which is highly unlikely. Gondor Knights in patch 1.0 are actually pretty good. They have good trample, unlike what I'm used to with the old patch 1.06, where they were very terrible. And we, of course, have Goblin Spam being brought out by both Goblin players, SilverBane and, what's the other one? Rebel. Of course. Alright, well, there you go. And we got our first battalion second battalion of Goblins on the field there. I love how bright this color is. You can see it on the mini-map, like, for days, and you can see it in game for days. It just looks wild. Anyway. So is the green, though, I suppose. That's something that's more specific to patch 1.08. They have very vibrant-ass colors. You can see from space, which doesn't hurt. Even the yellow you can see, and the red. Every color on this map is very visible. And it looks like Rebel will be getting a nice surround on this farm here in the back, getting a lot of his goblins attacking at once. That's really what you want to do, is try and get, like, you guys positioned to the point where they all attack at once. That's the best way to attack a building. Unfortunately, their life is going to come to a bittersweet end there from the trample of the Gondor Knights. Once a couple of battalions of Gondor Knights come out, this Goblin harass is going to get shut down pretty hard, I think. So Rebel is throwing in a fissure, probably going to start getting some half-troll swordsmen, or not swordsmen, wrong game. Well, same game, but wrong version, I guess. Half-troll marauders, of course, is what I'm looking for. We got Axors here, Phalanx, and Guardians, so Gluten has a pretty good army there. And it looks like SilverBane has Goblin Spam going out and about. He's getting some Goblin Archers to help deal with the stuff here. Goblin Archers are 325 in the patch 1.08 and 75 for Warriors, in case you were unaware. Because I was actually unaware that the Goblin Warriors are that much. I think that's 25 less than what I'm used to in Rise of the Witch King, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if the 300 or 350 in Rise of the Witch King. Anyway, enough about Rise of the Witch King. We have ourselves a barracks being thrown down here. So Thorin's going to get some Gondor soldiers out in the field here fairly quickly. He can also get tower guards if he needed them, but he won't need them quite yet. And it looks like the Goblins do get that farm there. Very nice. And there we go. The Gondor soldiers coming out. They, of course, do not get the shield wall formation right away, I don't think. This is this grayed out. I'm guessing they can't use it. I don't know what gives them access to that. I never know. Oh, wait. There it is. Enable shield wall formation for soldiers if you research banner carriers, apparently. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. The more you know. I'm used to them just coming out with it by default. So that's a thing. There you go. Some goblins for you. Cheeky little bastards. The dwarves are doing very well, being very aggressive. There's lots of dwarves coming after the goblins down here. Axor's got some hella range. Look at that. Jeez. They got Brett Favre arms over here. Super Bowl quarterback of the century. Mr. ballin'. I'm just naming a random dwarf, of course. There is no ballin' in here, unless you're playing a Dane. And there's Shelob being brought up from SilverBane. An interesting choice. You don't usually see Shelob too often. She's already taken a shit ton of damage, which is not ideal. In most versions of the game, Shelob is pretty weak, so not usually ideal. But she can be quite good at the same time if you use her correctly. And these Heteromar's trying to shut down this harass, but they're actually getting cut down pretty well by these Gondor soldiers there. Of course, it's the rock, paper, scissors equivalent of the counter for them. And it looks like another farm will be taken down by Rebel there. Let's take a look at power points and stuff while we're here. SilverBane, the bottom right Goblin player, the red one, has Cave Bats, 5 power points, 212, 450. We have Rebel, his Goblin ally over here. He has himself Tainted Land, 50% armor, which is good. 5 power points, 204 or 400. ThorinOK, the man in the west, in the top left, the green man, who is being raided by a Shelob currently, has himself Elvenwood, which also gives 50% armor. Enemies lose their leadership and does not affect heroes. 5 power points, 252 of 450, and we have the Glutum, who is 452 of 550, so he's got a force there. And he's also up to 10 power points, so he's got himself Rally Call, which is, of course, 50% damage and 50% experience gain. And he's gone for Summon Hobbit Allies. That's his power, so he'll be throwing them down fairly quickly, I'd imagine. And there they are. Very nice. Leaving behind a little camp. Things are looking a little bit bad for SilverBane right now, definitely. He's got himself a gore kill, though. Unless that's his allies. I think it's his allies' gore kill. Yeah, it's Rebel's gore kill. So Rebel's out here helping out SilverBane here. But, the damage may already be done. It's hard to say. He does have an army out in the field, though. Not much of one, though, to be honest. And in comes Thorin with some Cav and some Gondor soldiers as well. It's a good thing his allies over here, and with a hero, no less. That should help him get back into this game. Hopefully. Does he have fire arrows on his fort? I think he has fire arrow upgrades on his fortress. Interesting. He must have gone quickly for that. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But who knows? And these Gondor soldiers trying to run away and shield wall, or hold ground stance, rather. Not going to get away, of course. Put up a good fight, but of course they're outmatched. Too much swarm, too much poison for them to deal with there. And Gorkill's continuing to chase. He's up to level 6, actually. Of course, at level 10 he gets summoned 3 fire drakes from Call from the Deep, which is very powerful. So it is possible they could come back from this. But if Glutum keeps up the pressure, though, I think the Goblins will buckle here eventually. But we'll see. The bottom left Goblin player seems to be doing fairly well. So he might be able to carry his ally into this one. I guess only time will tell. He's gone for Cave Troll now. Very nice indeed. It's a systematics Cave Troll, of course. Whatever the hell that means. I still don't know. Whoever Systematic is, apparently his name is on the Cave Troll. For some inexplicable reason. But hey, more power to it. And let's see, we got Phalanx is being brought out, more Axlors, of course. Glutum is in no danger, really. Of course, he can pop out and defend his mines where he needs to. It looks like SilverBane has thrown down a spider pit, so we'll be getting spiderlings and goblin warriors there. Meanwhile, a big attack is coming in on the player, the Rebel, from the player ThorinOK. I don't know if the OK is supposed to stand for something. Whatever. That's why I'm calling him Thorin. Because it makes sense. Looks like we do have Scavenger, though, for the Goblin player Rebel. Indeed we do. Very nice. Scavenger's super useful. Let me zoom back out there. Gets a bit loud when I zoom in. At least in my headphones. We have SilverBane has Summon Wildman of Dunland. That's a useful power to have. Frodo's being summoned in. Will he use the vial? Indeed he will. Ah, yes. Truly outrageous. And he's also using the firecrackers from the other little hobbits there. The firecrackers are actually pretty good. Campfire that heals hobbits and grants 5% leadership to them. Control bar fire pits. I don't know why that's like that. That might be because I have patch 1.09 still installed? Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, I might have forgotten to take it out. But then again, I don't think so. Who knows? That is supposed to be a firecracker move though, not campfire. Oh no, that's firecracker. He has an entirely different move? Interesting. Well, I wasn't aware of that. So apparently that is a thing. It restores 5% fire, or health, if you stand around it. That's cool. It's like a little mini hearth. So of course he doesn't want that around there. And Rebel will shut that down immediately. Down goes the hobbits. Netting 100 resources for Frodo's death. And 5 per little shit hobbit. And another 100 there. Very nice. Hobbits do pay their weight in gold, apparently. So it's good for him. Wow, a lot of goblins came out of there before that went down. This is not looking good, though, definitely. I'd say the dwarves are posed to crush this goblin player pretty easily. He's not even using his full force for some reason. Unfortunately, he did leave his axe swords completely undefended, and those spider riders got a huge trample off on him. Fortunately, though, not killing any of them. Even though they're in aggressive stance, they still live through a trample. Impressive. Shelob is taking a lot of damage, though. It's got to be very careful. Pikes, of course, wreck Shelob, as do fire arrows. So Shelob has to be a bit careful. But I think once Gludum brings his full might of his Dwarven army in here, this game might be over here. At that point, yeah, he did go for fire arrows on his work. It's not a bad choice. It'll definitely help defense immensely. His fire arrow upgrades increase the damage output exponentially. But at the same time, maybe it could have been special something else? I don't know. More troops. Nice worm, though. Killing all those tower guards with ease. Unfortunately, he has no control over where the worm goes. He kind of just does what the fuck it wants, I think. Patch 1.08. So there you go. It's chasing whatever enemies it can, though. But not doing a very good job of it. Oh, nice. Actually managed to knock down Gloin there. We'll get a nice fire breath on him. It actually misses every phalanx there. Somehow. Almost burning one of his own troops. It looks like SilverBane has gone the offensive a little bit here. Although he is being held off by hobbits, of all things. Hobbits and phalanxes, it looks like. We get some axlers in there as well. Well, Shelob's still alive, though. You gotta give him credit for that. Oh, this builder's gonna get wrecked. The spider riders are just too close. And Shelob managed to just walk over it. Very nice. Crushing him as she goes by. If SilverBane can split up his guys enough, he can start taking out a lot of these mines. Unfortunately, it looks like he's pulled back the majority of his army. As perhaps, oh, there's a trebuchet on his fort. Yeah, I can see why he'd want to pull back. It looks like Thorin has started going for trebuchets. He doesn't have the firestones yet, but he is just spamming out trebuchets. Which, of course, if left unchecked, will take down your base pretty easily. Oh. Apparently, this goblin player, Rebel's fort, is already gone. Wow. Well, I missed that one. Apologies. I guess the trebuchet spam was real over there. Last time I looked, it was fine. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it looks like Gludum has dwarves over here. It might have been the dwarves that took it down, actually. As he has tons of shit over here. Would not surprise me in the slightest. SilverBane's trying desperately to stop these trebuchets. Which he should be able to do. As long as the spider riders get the attack on. There we go. They do a lot of damage to those. But definitely the goblins are going to lose this game. I'd say it's definitely going to happen. Cave Trolls will put up a good defense, though. They'll go down fighting, go down swinging. Funny how much louder it gets from here to here. The sound goes up like a lot. So the couple scrolls in the mouse wheel. But yeah, it's looking like Rebel's army is going to be overwhelmed there, and his buildings will be finished off. And And he will be out of the game very shortly. Although, looks like SilverBane still has a lot of guys on the field. He's got some Women of Dunland summoned out. He's got some Spider Riders. And of course, lots of Goblin Warriors. Got many in his base as well for defense there. But the Men of the West will be bringing the pain here very shortly. He needs to keep his trebuchets a little more defended if he's going to get rid of them. Well, looks like one of the mines was gotten rid of. We still have a Gorkill though. It's level 8. He potentially still could get level 10 Gorkill. That might turn the game around. Well, it won't turn the game around. I think he doesn't even... Oh, he does have a builder. Does he have much money though? He's throwing down a fissure. Rebel has 15 power points, unfortunately nothing to use them with. ThorinOK has himself hobbits, 16 power points, and Tom Bombadil. We have a Men of Dale summon here, which is going to slaughter all these Goblin Warriors. We're just going to undermine here. Men of Dale summon we just saw used. Hobbit summon. We got Watcher from SilverBane. So potentially he might want to summon that under this if he can't stop it. And that might be the idea, because I don't think he's going to get close enough. If all these guys group up, that is a prime target for a Watcher, though. So let's hope he uses it. Yep. He waited just the nick of time, although he did his own guys there. And one of the trebuchets is a bit out of the range if Thorin stops it just right there. Yeah, there you go. Wait, what? The other one's still alive. It's not even getting hit. How is that happening? Well, that's unfortunate. Watcher not having the intended effect that he was hoping, apparently. One of them just gets taken down, though, with Spider Riders. Unfortunately, the other one's being left unchecked, and it will continue firing. Those Goblin Warriors need to get over there immediately. Although, they're not going to. Okay. Fair enough. It looks like Rebel's trying to get back in the game with a bunch of Cave Trolls and Goblin Warriors, but I don't think that's going to happen. Thorin has way too much of a... Thorin and Udun, actually. Both over here just camping his stuff as they come out. Not ideal. There's the Hobbit Firecracker. There's the Fire Pit. Oh no, that's the summon one. That's the Fire Pit. It's 200 health apparently. See where. Curious, which you probably weren't, but there you go. And this is looking like it's going to be probably GG here. Gloin making sure that fort goes down with his little Shake Foundation. And they'll be cleaning up SilverBane's base. And it looks like the same will probably be happening over here very shortly. So that's that, I guess. The Goblins got a bit overwhelmed by the Men of the West and the Dwarves, honestly. The title of the replay was Goblins getting wrecked by Trebuchet and Hobbits. I guess I could see why, as it's showing. There's the Poison Sting from Shelob. It's doing pretty good damage, as you see there. Shelob's Poison Sting is nasty. Of course, also leaves them immobile. If you don't have a heal, it will pretty much almost kill you. Actually, it has... Will it kill him? Wow. The untreated Shelob Poison Sting will kill a Gloin outright. That's impressive. Well, you gotta keep that in mind then. Make sure you got a heal ready for your heroes if you're up against a Shelob. Holy shit. Gorko didn't quite get to level 10, unfortunately. That's a sad day for him. They left the building rubble. Whoops. Gorkill's on the verge of death as well. And come the Rohirrim. Oh, the ring is lost. The game is lost. Unfortunately for the Goblins. But pretty good little match though, I'd say. Definitely went to the side of good, it seems. So, good thing I'm not a betting man, because I would have bet on the Goblins at the start of this match. But not so much. Oh wait, I should have known who was going to win this, because I knew the replay title name. Lol. Totally forgot, I guess. The Rebel has been defeated. And there you go. So the only player left is SilverBane, who is still alive somehow. He's got a Goblin Cave over here. Oh shit! That was the most MLG mine placement thing I've ever seen. Undermine. It knocked him right into the phalanxes and axe throwers. That was pretty sick. That's a pretty cool thing to go out on, I think. Wow. He's like, nope, baseball batted his ass into the army. And there you go, SilverBane's been defeated, and Thorin and the Glutum take the victory there. So well played to both teams, of course, and mostly to the northern team for taking the victory. So hopefully that was enjoyable to watch as always, and I will see you guys next time in the next cast of Patch 1.08. See you all later.